Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Origins. Today we're going to be looking at Cresselia and Darkrai, the Lunar duo. So, Cresselia, or Cresselia spelled differently, is the Lunar Pokemon and is number 488 in the National Dex. Cresselia stands at 1.4 meters tall or 4 foot 11 inches and weighs 85.6 kilograms or 188.7 pounds. She is a Psychic type and is the other half of the Lunar duo along with Darkrai. Cresselia has a blue, swan-like body with a yellow underside and two magenta tufts that form an arc across her chest. The yellow ornaments on the side of her head give it the appearance of a crescent moon. Cresselia also has glowing pink ring-like wings on her sides and back with paw-like protrusions resting on Cresselia's chest. The general body shape of Cresselia seems to be based after a swan. Her head is covered in crescent moon shapes and she wears many aurora-coloured planetary rings. These rings resemble Saturn's rings. Cresselia shares characteristics with Saramanok, a mythical being who is usually depicted as a fowl with colourful wings and feathered tail. Saramanok's head is profusely decorated and is said to be a symbol of good fortune. It also looks strikingly like the bird off the Cornflakes box. She also may be based on the Alkanost, a female-headed bird god who makes sounds that are amazingly beautiful, and those who hear these sounds forget everything they know and want nothing more ever again. Cresselia is a female-only species, so there are no gender differences, and a fun fact here is that Cresselia is one of 6 legendary Pokemon that has a definite gender, the other 5 being Latias, Latios, and the Kami trio. And now shiny differences. The difference here is that anything that was blue on the normal version is now a pinky purple magenta colour, and anything that was pinky purple magenta is now blue. The yellow stays in the same places. And another fun fact here, Cresselia's 3 main colours, pink, yellow and blue, are the same colours as the main colours of the Lake Guardian trio. Looking at the Pokedex entries, the Diamond and Pearl entry says that shiny particles release from its wings like a veil. It is said to represent the crescent moon. And the Heart Gold Soul Silver entries say that those who sleep holding Cresselia's feather are assured of joyful dreams. It is said to represent the crescent moon. And before we move on to the next Pokemon, let's look at the name origin. Cresselia or Cresselia may be a combination of crescent, referring to a phase of the moon, and Selene, which is the Greek goddess of the moon. Now let's take a look at Darkrai. Darkrai, or its Japanese name which is also Darkrai, is the pitch black Pokemon and is number 491 in National Dex. It is 1.5 meters tall or 4 foot 11 inches and weighs in at 50.5 kilograms or 111.3 pounds. It is the dark type and along with Cresselia makes up the Lunar duo. Darkrai is a black shadow-like creature. It has a small head with a white fog-like ghostly substance billowing from this, covering one of its bright blue eyes, with the portion on its face resembling hair. It also has a red spiky growth around its neck. It has skinny arms and long black tatters hanging from its shoulders. It also has black claw-like hands. It has a slight appearance of an hourglass figure and appears to be wearing an old ripped cloak. It normally doesn't have any sort of legs, but is able to extend stilt-like appendages in their place. In self-defense, Darkrai also appears capable of attracting its head and white plume into the pit atop its torso, fringed by the aforementioned red growth. Resembling a shadow, Darkrai's appearance suggests that it's based on the concept of nightmares. It may also be inspired by the old Arabic myths about genies or jinn, or the bogeyman. Darkrai could also be based on the concept of Morpheus, the Greek god responsible for shaping dreams. Darkrai is a genderless species, so there are no gender differences, and looking at its shiny form, the two changes here are that the body is now dark purple, nearly a blue colour, and the red around its neck is now a definite purple. The Pearl Pokedex entry says that folklore has it that on moonless nights this Pokemon will make people see horrific nightmares. However, the Platinum entry and all the Generation 5 entries say that this is to protect itself and its territory, and that actually means no harm. And on to its name, Darkrai is a combination of dark and Kurai, meaning dark, or Rai, which is Hindi for king. Let's now look at the height comparison chart. Here we can see that both of these Pokemon stand 1 foot shorter than me. And finally the sprite comparisons. Starting with Cresselia, to be honest the sprite stays mostly the same, differing slightly in Diamond and Pearl and Generation 5 games where the head is slightly tilted. And next Darkrai, in all its sprites it is just floating in the air. In Diamond and Pearl it is looking slightly to the left, but other than that there are no real changes. So guys, that's it for another episode of Pokemon Origins. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.